Hey guys, Harry Thomas here and welcome to my first video of 2017. That's right, 2016 was a very significant year for me and movies, but it's time to put 2016 behind us and move on and look forward to the future of movies of 2017, which promises to be probably the biggest year for movies ever so far. I mean, seriously, but I had to narrow it down to 10 of the most anticipated movies for me this year. And I look forward to hearing you guys' most anticipated movies of the year as well. So let's begin with number 10. Dunkirk. I mean, think about it, a war epic directed by Christopher Nolan, director of the Dark Knight trilogy and Interstellar. How could it not be on this list? It looks spectacular. The trailers have been absolutely gritty and harrowing. It could have some intense war scenes, or at least some of the most since Saving Private Ryan. I'm not expecting this movie to be on the same level as Saving Private Ryan. If it was, it would have to be beyond perfect to be better, but I at least hope for a great war movie from the man Christopher Nolan himself, because boy does he know how to make great movies. So yeah, Dunkirk, easy pick for the list. Now moving on to number 9. Baywatch. Not a popular choice, I know, but Baywatch for me looks absolute fun. That's just what I want from it, a fun summer beach comedy movie with some gorgeous looking girls in bikini. I have to say, though, the girls that we saw in the trailer looking good. And now Baywatch, I understand, was a TV show that aired a few years ago. It was just a fun TV show, seeing girls in bikinis at the beach, and that's all it was, just harmless fun. And that's what I expect from Baywatch, harmless fun. Besides, it has The Rock himself, Dwayne Johnson, in it, and Zac Efron, who, I'm not the biggest Zac Efron fan, but hopefully he can give at least a good performance this time. So yes, Baywatcher should hopefully be the most fun I have this summer. Moving on to number 8. Logan. Yes, the conclusion to the X-Men movies, and conclusion to one of Marvel's most iconic characters ever. Wolverine himself, played superbly by Hugh Jackman. Now, Hugh Jackman has played the role for like 17 years now, and he's always been brilliant as always, and hopefully he can deliver a phenomenal performance in his final appearance as the character. And I cannot wait for Patrick Stewart to return as Professor X. Always love him, and I loved X-Men Apocalypse last year. Yes, I really defended that movie, and so I cannot wait to see how the X-Men franchise goes. Although we're sad to see it go, I hope it at least ends with a bang rather than a whimper. Now, moving on to number 7. Cars 3. Yes, many of you will be shocked by this, but I believe many people are legitimately anticipating Cars 3 now, after that just jaw-droppingly dark trailer that aired in November last year. That set the internet and Twitter on fire by how dark it was and how ambitious it was. Pixar really drawed us in there. I mean, Cars 3 was probably the least anticipated Pixar film ever. It certainly wouldn't have made this list if it hadn't been for that trailer. Now, it could be as good as Toy Story 3. I am being completely serious. It could be that good. So I will be seeing Cars 3 now with very high expectations, and at least hope it can be better than that piece of shit that was Cars 2, and give this trilogy at least a great end. Moving on to number 6. SpiderMan Homecoming. Finally, we're getting another Spider-Man movie, and thank God they're not making an Amazing Spider-Man 3. Thank God they cancelled that movie in favour of bringing Spider-Man into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Finally, Sony can't fuck up Spider-Man anymore, right? Because we haven't had a good Spider-Man movie, I think, since 10 years ago, since Spider-Man 3. I know people hate Spider-Man 3, but I don't understand the hate for it at all. I absolutely love it as much as the first 2 Sam Raimi movies, but Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, fucking terrible, complete shit, hated them. But Spider-Man Homecoming should hopefully be at least a good, decent Spider-Man film. I hope it does. the character Justice. Tom Holland was awesome in Civil War, so hopefully he can be just as awesome here. It'll be interesting seeing his relationship dynamic with Tony Stark, and just looks like a great fun classic Spider-Man movie. So yeah, my spider sense are tingling that it could be good. Moving on to number 5, the Lego Batman movie. Yes, the much anticipated sequel and a solo Lego Batman movie to the 2014 masterpiece, the Lego Movie, which took everybody by surprise. Everybody was expecting the Lego Movie to be just a complete toy commercial, but it turned out to be my top 5 favourite movies of that year, and the Lego Batman movie should hopefully be just that. Will Arnett was awesome as Batman in the Lego Movie, and the trailer for this movie looks so awesome. He just has so many great one-liners, and it looks like it's going to be one of the funnest experiences of the year, and the animation looks outstanding. So yeah, this could be the best animated movie of 2017, along with Cars 3, who knows? Moving on to number 4, Justice League. Now, I understand if people are not anticipating this movie because the majority of fans just hate the DC Cinematic Universe, or at least have been very disappointed with it. People hated Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and Suicide Squad, though I am a proud defender of the DC CU, and will continue to do so with Justice League. I know Zack Snyder isn't the greatest director in the world, but I don't think he deserves all the hate. I do have faith that he can pull off a Justice League movie. He's a very visual director, which makes him the perfect director to direct a comic book movie like this. Ben Affleck was the best thing about Batman vs Superman, as was Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, and that with them coming together, looks like we're going to get great characters that we actually care about this time. And Flash looks awesome, played by Ezra Miller. Aquaman looks awesome. Cyborg looks awesome. I cannot wait for a Superman, Henry Cavill, to return, as, spoiler alert, he's not dead. And I find it funny how DC released this film literally 5 years after Marvel released The Avengers back in 2012. They're basically saying, fuck you, Marvel. Nah, they're politer than that, but you get the idea. So yes, Justice League, I have faith, will be awesome, and will finally get the DC Cinematic Universe the positive reviews that it desperately needs and deserves. Now, these top 3 I am hyped out of my mind for. So, number 3 is my most anticipated comic book movie of 2017 by far, Wonder Woman. I know, guys, call me a DC fanboy all you want, that I'm anticipating Wonder Woman over every other Marvel movie this year, but I can't help it, guys. Wonder Woman, I think, will be the best comic book movie of 2017. Yes, even higher than Justice League, as while Justice League looked great, Wonder Woman, it looks more interesting and it has more potential, because Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman was awesome. She was absolutely badass in Batman vs Superman, so think how badass she is going to be in her own solo movie. Gal Gadot looks like she is going to knock it out of the park once again. Finally, we're getting a female lead superhero. We haven't got that since like forever, and it's just it has a terrific cast with not just with Gal Gadot but Chris Pine. Hans Zimmer's theme for Wonder Woman is kick ass, and it's just looks like it's going to be the one movie that saves DC. I'm really hoping. The critics love this one. Apes Do Not Want War But Don't Have a Choice as my second choice. War for the Planet of the Apes. This is the perfect example of a trilogy that nobody was expecting to be this great, turning out this great. I mean, I love the original Planet of the Apes movie, and just hate the Tim Burton remake, but Rise and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes both proved, much to our surprise, legitimate masterpieces, and easily in my top 5 favourite movies of 2011 and 2014. Well, Rise was my second favourite movie of 2011, while Dawn was my absolute favourite movie of 2014. Yes, I'd go that far, and if War of the Planet of the Apes is any indication, it's going to be an absolutely magnificent end to the trilogy, at least since Return of the King and The Dark Knight Rises and Toy Story 3. I really hope it is on that level. It looks like it's just going to be an epic war between apes and humans after the events of the last film, with Cobra needlessly starting a war and betraying Caesar. You got to feel for both sides, because neither of them are the villains. They both want peace, but because of misunderstandings due to different ideologies on both sides, has unfortunately led to a war. And that's solid character development. That's such an original story. Hollywood, you need to take notes from these movies, and it just looks like it's going to be epic and masterfully made. And Andy Serkis looks like he's going to be phenomenal as Caesar once again, as he always is, and Woody Harrelson as the Colonel looks like he's going to be a ruthless villain. So, and the battle scenes should be absolutely spectacular. Best action of the trilogy. So, yeah, War for the Planet of the Apes. It's my most anticipated summer movie, and would be my most anticipated movie of the year, if not for one more movie above it. And my number one most anticipated 2017 movie is... You knew this was going to be number one if you've watched my Star Wars reviews this December. Star Wars Episode 8. Yes, as you all know, I am a enormous Star Wars fan. Star Wars, I believe, is one of cinema's greatest saga. It's, well, A New Hope, which was released 40 years ago now. I cannot believe it's changed cinema forever. And we wouldn't have many blockbusters or many great trilogies without it. And Episode 8 being released on the 40th anniversary of A New Hope is something very special indeed. And I love The Force Awakens. The Force Awakens is easily my favourite Star Wars movie of the 7 so far, and it's was my favourite movie of 2015 in general. So Episode 8 looks like it's just going to be even better in every way. Hopefully the stakes are going to be higher. Hopefully it's going to be just the beginning of the final battle for the galaxy. I cannot wait to see finally the first female protagonist of Star Wars, and first proper female Jedi, Rey, train with Luke Skywalker. I hope she's Luke's daughter, because that would make sense. She's obviously a Skywalker, and I cannot wait to see their training. I cannot wait to see Snoke and Kylo Ren's training. We actually get to see training with the dark side of the Force, which we didn't see in the other films. I really hope Snoke is Darth Plagueis. That would be a shocking reveal to the world if Snoke actually was Darth Plagueis. That would prove the people who denied that rumour very wrong. And so, yeah, I cannot wait for John Boyega, Carrie Fisher, Oscar Isaac, and Peter Mayhew all to return. I cannot wait to see that opening crawl. I was disappointed Rogue One didn't have an opening crawl, and hear that classic John Williams score again. And yeah, it's just gonna be a Star Wars extravaganza and a cinematic extravaganza. So yes, Star Wars Episode 8. I couldn't think of a better choice for my number one most anticipated film of 2017. So that was my list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love you all, and I hope you all had a great time on New Year's Eve, celebrating with your family and friends, and looking back on 2016 and having high hopes for 2017 and your future. And what are your most anticipated movies of 2017? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Follow on Twitter and on Google+, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.